Right, so we're down here at the Royal Horticultural Society's Malvern Spring Festival. I've got Chris Collins from Blue Peter with me now. Hello.
How are you doing? You all right? Good to
Ah,
see you.
all good, and you're having fun down here because you've got loads of stuff going on in a big inflatable tent.
I have indeed, yes. So Jonathan Mosley's the florist at the moment, and he's got them all making tussie mussies, apparently.
What's one of those?
Yeah, that's what I said yesterday. Tussie mussy is what they used to carry around in Elizabethan times to get rid of the stench of the general sewers and stuff. You see, that's what it was, yeah. Because you learn something in that tent every day, I tell you, yeah.
And obviously, Blue Peter Gardener, that is an honour in itself, isn't it?
I did it for a lot, yeah. I've done it for over 10 years. I've been there, I've been involved in it, and that was, to me, it's been a great fun because actually, when I was doing Blue Peter, we get to do some bizarre stuff. Ghost on Scooby-Doo. I've been fired out of a cannon. I've been a little Buddha has shrunk down. But it's all the work I've got to do with schools over the time. That's what's been really interesting. And so we're going into schools. I get really busy. I did 47 7 days last week. It's kind of
That's
5
impressive.
a day, yeah. But it's about teaching kids gardening, importance of eating healthy, about physical exercise, and that is just great fun.
And when it comes to that sort of involvement, it really is not quite what you expected when you were at horticultural college doing your course, is it? Really, you were never planning to be a TV presenter, I'm sure.
No, I never. It was pure accident. I mean, I have had an interesting career. I worked in Japan for years. I was in Africa. I went to Westminster Abbey, but the TV thing started with something else. But I was just like read an advert, shot a screen test. It's a fickle game. If you're with the right place in the right place, the right time, it happens. And then I got into the Blue Peter thing, and that has been a blessing, really. But there was certainly no plan for it. No.
And I mean, what happens next? Because when I was watching Blue Peter, it was all the Italian sunken garden down. But you know, you're from Manchester, aren't you?
Yes. Well, I moved it up there. I literally dug the garden up piece by piece and numbered it and moved it up, rebuilt it in Media City. So I've kind of left a legacy up there now. I'm obviously doing a lot of stuff out on the ground, out and about. So they bring in various people different times, but it is now based in Manchester, yeah.
Absolutely amazing. And what have you got lined up down here at the Royal Horticultural Show for the festival?
I'm having a great time. I'm working with more local schools from the 3 counties, and basically in the autumn we mentor them, we do some workshops with them, and we teach them a bit of gardening, we teach them a bit about husbandry. And then they work so hard for 6 months, and you now see these wonderful show gardens which are behind us. Theme this year was space, and I think each year they surpass themselves a little bit more, and they get so much out of it. And but the real thing for me is the great reception we get, high praise, and the smiles that causes for the kids, and I think that really makes it worthwhile. It's a very positive thing.
And you're back on this afternoon?
I am indeed. I'm around in here all day. I'm working with some book authors. There'll be all bits and bobs going on. Please do pop down and see us.
So take a look. It is the Royal Horticultural Society Malvern Spring Festival, rhsmalvern.co.uk. If you want to find out more, you can see Chris and the rest of the gang down here on what looks to be an absolutely brilliant Sunday afternoon. Chris, thanks for having a chat with us.
Thanks so much.
I'm with Gabby Hemming now. She is down here in the Grow Zone and a fine array of plants around it.
It looks absolutely beautiful, doesn't it? And agenda arrangements here, there's various community organisations here, whether you're from the organic perspective or here community organisation which we represent, Community Orchard Redditch.
So this is described as being more curated though than created. It's a very natural way of growing things.
For us it is. So for Headscross Community Orchard, we the ethos that there was a space in Redditch, quite an urban orchard, that I think perhaps we built on. So as a local community, we decided to have planted some fruit trees that has the ability that people to harvest that, then they can do that. It's for to use.
So which is your bit, because there are several groups here? Okay, let's head over here. So what you have a maypole, which is appropriate as it's May. So tell us about what we have here.
So we've got some fruit trees that represent what we do on the orchard. So we've got local varieties of pear and apple we plant on the green, and also we're trying to encourage a wildflower meadow. Hence that we've got some wildflowers here.
It's not just you haven't done any weeding.
No, they're varieties that we're trying to bring on. So snakes that is quite rare, and we're lucky enough to have it on the orchard. The maypole, we have local events on the green. So we had a Mayfair recently, and the local brand and the maypole. So it's a way
a bigger one than that, though.
Yes, all very little brownies.
That's the other idea. And I mean, tell us a bit about the shape you've got here, because this plant is quite a novel, isn't it?
It's absolutely beautiful. So it's an espalier, and if you have a reasonably small space, then it can be grown against a wall. So you still get the abundance of means that you have to grow a tree on.
But several different types of fruit on there as well?
So this is a pear. It is a single variety of pear. I have been told that you can grow different varieties on different branches.
Cunning grafting, and you have all
yes.
sorts up there.
Yes, indeed.
And
yeah.
obviously, these organisations all get together to show off really what you can do. And is there a place online to find out more about you?
We've got a website, and also we've got Facebook. So it's Headless Cross Community Orchard, www.headlesscrosscommunityorchard for our website. And our Facebook is Headless Cross Green.
So just look for Headless Cross Green. If you turn you that way, we can see that on camera on the T-shirt. But rhsmalvern.co.uk to find out more about the show. It's on today. They can basically come down and see you right the way through till 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah, thank you.
Gabby, thanks for having a chat with us.
Thanks, Jason. Thank you.
Once again, coming to you live from the RHS Malvern Spring Festival. And I've got Royal Horticultural Society royalty with me now. John Wheatley, hello.
Hello.
So tell us a bit about your role, first of all, because you're involved in so much stuff down here today.
Well, yes, I'm fortunate to be one of the 3 representatives of the RHS Council to sit on this committee that runs this most fabulous show.
And it is amazing as well. I haven't had much time to walk around yet because I've been busy having a chat with people. But there's some glorious sights, glorious sunshine as well. And get down here today is the message, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. If you can, it's a festival. And I think that's a key thing about it. We're celebrating British horticulture in the most diverse and interesting ways possible. There's something for everybody at this show.
And you've been instrumental in things like the Grow Zone we've been taking a look at as well.
Well, it's a personal passion of mine. British horticulture doesn't promote its image as much as it could. And one of the things we want to do is to get people involved of all ages, all forms, shapes, size, ethnic background, involved in growing plants. Because it's so healthy, it's so much fun, and really, I can't over-inspire people enough with what we do. We've grown some vegetables, flowers, we've created a beautiful new dahlia.
Well, this is it. Well, let's meet this dahlia then. It's just over here. Tell us a bit about this dahlia.
Well, this is bred in Cornwall by a chap called Mark Twining, who actually has taken some seed of 2 varieties. One came from New Zealand, one came from England. We produce this wonderful dahlia. It's a dwarf bedder, which we can use in most gardens. Great thing about it is brilliant for bees, absolutely brilliant because it keeps flowering and so on. And we thought it'd be appropriate to name it Malvern Spring.
Absolutely fantastic. And there's an array of flowers here. We've got bees all over the place down there. And there's nothing to worry about. They're quite happy. They'll collect pollen and just fly away again.
They won't do you any harm at all. The flight path of most bees is straight up in, 2 meters straight up.
They want to keep out the way of everybody else.
Well, yes, you can imagine why too. When you
So, I mean, if people come down here and see this, what is this to you? Obviously, you've coordinated all this and chosen all the plants.
It's a passion. As I said before, we've got some wonderful plants, but above all, we've got some wonderful people. If you actually go through this grow zone, we go into a little lecture theatre, and then we've got some fantastic examples of farmers doing some really interesting plantings. We've got lots of children doing some innovative, creative products and projects, which actually shows to me that the power of horticulture is really demonstrated at this festival. I'm very passionate about inner city horticulture, and I do think that probably we can get communities to grow our own feed from some of our parks and open spaces, for example. I know some of the work in Birmingham and in Wolverhampton. There's a lot of community horticulture going on, and the RHS is committed to investing in communities. A major project that actually encourages people in inner city and urban greening communities. What better than putting up a hedge like this in some of the derelict sites we've got around? Power of flowers, for me, is my passion, and the power of greening is healthy for all of us.
Absolutely. Well, it's fantastic, resplendent in the glorious sunshine we've got down here at the Three Counties Showground today. If you fancy getting along, all you need to do is look for it online, Google the Malvern Spring Festival, and if you belong to rhsmalvern.co.uk, you can find out all the details there. But John, thank you for joining us, and I'll let you go and sign autographs now, because you are really a star around here.
It's a pleasure to be able to sort of inspire, hopefully, and encourage people to get in. Thank you.
Once again, we are down here at the Malvern Spring Festival, and we're on stage with Adam Frost and Mark Diacono. Hello.
Hello there, how are you doing?
All good here, and you're poised to create some cocktails here on stage.
We are. Every middle of the day, at least, we get together with somebody. Today it's Adam, which would be great. And we're going to make a garden cocktail, so something from the garden, bit of alcohol, bit of something to lighten it up with, and everyone gets a taste, and it's a bit of
It sounds like really good fun. So around us here, we've got quite a few ingredients. Strawberries essentially in every cocktail.
Not essential in every cocktail, but we're going to make a punch. And it isn't the punch that, you know, when you were 15 and your parents are out at work and it's half term, and you go and take that much out of every bottle so they don't notice, and you make the thing and you shake it up, you drink it and you're ill, and you try and sober up by the time they get it. It's not that kind of...
I still do that in my 40s. I just hope my missus hasn't noticed.
Proper job.
But when it comes down to sampling cocktails, then this is the reason you signed yourself here.
Yeah, I think so. I was hoping that they'd already be made, and I just came and sort of drank one after the other. So I'm looking forward to looking forward to it.
But plenty of things from the garden, say an array of plants down here. So
sure.
Is it to add flavour, or is it just to make it look pretty?
No, it's with most cocktails, I reckon you need something a little bit fruity. So the punch is going to be a strawberry punch, which would be lovely, but it's also got ginger rosemary, and so you know your regular rosemary. This variety's got a lovely bit of gingeriness to it, and then we're not, my lovely. And we will be we make a syrup from that. So strawberries, ginger, and rosemary goes really well. Bit of prosecco on the top, absolutely gorgeous. You know, really nice one. We're going to be telling people how to make limoncino, which is really lovely, using lemon zest, but also lemongrass, which you can grow yourself at home. You might use a bit of mint. Got a bit of Moroccan mint here as well. So they all add flavour and aroma to the cocktail, which is what it's about.
I've just seen Samphire.
When we can squeeze that into one of them.
Yeah, we'll
have a play
about it. This week I've sown some Samphire, so I'm going to try and play with it. The idea is apparently you can grow it normally if you add a teaspoon of salt every once a month even or something like that. It doesn't have to be that much.
Yeah. So you're just mimicking the tide a little less often.
Yeah,
which is all right.
So everything from seaside plants through to some other garden favourites, all turned into a cocktail to refresh, enlighten, and maybe send you a little bit tipsy in the garden on an afternoon.
That's exactly it. That's exactly the plan. You've got it.
You have a great time. We're looking forward to seeing the show, and enjoy your time down here at the
Well,
Festival.
indeed.
If you want to find out more, rhsmalvern.co.uk. You can see what these guys are up to and everything else.